fucking dick. What's up, baby?
Yo, part two.
Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia.
Let's go.
Gary G. Garcia and my partner in Misinformation, Brian T. Licata. And of course, we got with us again, Adam Gabel, 2 in a row. Probably quickly becoming, I think he might have been on the show more than anybody else we've had, right?
Yeah, probably.
Fourth time here.
I think this is actually my 5th time. I think today is my 5th one because I did it that one time in Wisconsin. That was the first time, and then I did the live one, and then I did the one with the 2 of you together at your place.
Yes,
where you guys were teaming up on me for eating the nuts.
Oh, that's right.
And then the last time was 2 days ago, and now this is 5. I think.
Yeah,
wow,
man.
Dude. Twice in 1 week.
Nah, I could never get enough Adam Gabel, man. I haven't seen you in the longest, dude. It's been over, you said 6 weeks. I had no idea. Yeah, man. He's surfing, dude. He's surfing them couches. King Handel says, is Adam couch surfing? Yes, he is. He was in our last episode. That's pretty cool, though, man. He was in your house last time. Michelle says, hi, Brian, Adam, and Gary. Miss us. We were here the other day, man. But I'm glad to know that you miss us. It doesn't take that long, Within 1 day, we're missed. That's nice, actually. I hope your daughter's doing well. I saw on Facebook you posted some pictures. So I hope everything's going well with that. And it's good to have you back, man.
It's nice to be here. I'm happy this is my tour of the new apartment week because last
you saw my place and now you're seeing his place.
Apartment and
are you gonna go over to Ray's at some point today?
No, that'll be for the next podcast. The next time I'll be on.
Well, you'll probably see Ray's by tomorrow.
Yeah, I imagine. I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll probably swing by there. It's got a great place. Ray's place is beautiful.
That's nice.
I stopped by my way out of town, back up to New York. I think it was last weekend. It's right out of the 1970s. The house. The wallpaper is original wallpaper. Yeah, it's awesome. It's great for them, I think, too.
And if anybody's out there in Atlantic City, man, he's out here today with me because he's here for the weekend, man. He'll be performing with us over at Resorts for the 7 and 9 tomorrow, and tonight the 9 o'clock show. So if you're out there, come check it out.
And what's cool is that I'm actually headlining the show tomorrow at 7, which is dope because I've been working at this club for like 7 years or
and
something.
You'll be excited to know that tickets are selling.
Oh,
online.
Really?
Yes,
nice.
Man.
I'm glad to know that.
Yes, man.
I mean, that's one of those things where the head, in that case, the headline is more the fact that there's a show happening. It's like less about me and more about the fact that the show's happening, I think.
No, because we have shows up for every other one, and that's selling the most for that time.
Oh,
7
nice.
o'clock. I would think they're coming to see you. You've been here a bunch of times.
Oh, that's great. That'd be cool.
Why, when you think you have no fans, that's the energy you put out there, man. Then you go, people go, I'll stay home tonight. You have fans, dog.
I'm
not headlining you because of your good looks and your outgoing personality, motherfucker.
Certainly neither of those things.
No, you're getting headlined because you deserve it and you're funny as fuck, man. Not necessarily on his podcast all the time, but when he writes his shit, he's really good. Michelle.
I would agree with all that.
Michelle Balducci says, so far, Tiffany's okay, just trying to keep her baby inside her for 2 more months. Thank you for asking. I meant that I miss seeing you all in person. We
likewise.
miss you too.
See you sometime.
And tell her that maybe she should stand on her head. Teach her to walk on her hands. The pull of gravity, man. The pull of gravity.
Did you see this thing about the baby that was just born that started walking?
Immediately, it started walking? No. What the hell are you two guys talking about? Pull gravity,
it fell out of a giraffe.
No, you didn't see this?
No, I didn't see it. Look it up. Well, you looking it up don't mean nothing. Look it up, man. Baby born walking.
Mm-hmm.
How long did they keep that one in the womb? I mean, it's crazy if it was born in 9 months, but if she had it in there for like a year, here we go. We got it up.
It claims to show an infant walking just minutes after she was born. Doctors were trying to bathe her, but instead she got up and tried to walk away. This video is real. The footage was reportedly shot at a hospital in Brazil. And what you're seeing.
Yeah, that's because that baby woke up and saw one of those, who are those brothers that work for the Clintons? Podesta, what was his name?
Leon Podesta. Yeah, and the other Podesta too. It's
like Podesta. I might be wrong.
No, you're right, Podesta. I mean, I think that's what you're talking about. I mean, that is a person.
King Handel says that baby is at least 30.
Well, dude,
it's just a midget. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's like Vern Troyer. It's like a mini me kind of.
It's like a baby Finster, man. Yeah, that's the ass of a 20-year-old.
They're like holding the baby up, and the baby's
not walking without help.
Yeah.
That shit's just reaching for ground. That's all it's doing. It's not walking. Its feet are trying to find the ground.
Yeah.
And who cares? At the end of the day, who cares?
Fake.
You know what I'm saying? Let's say that baby really does walk. Now the mother, right from the jump, has to worry about that baby walking around the fucking house.
Oh, dude.
You know, there's a joy to the point where you put the fucking baby down and it's right where you left it.
Exactly.
You know, everybody always gets excited when it rolls over. Bitch, when it rolls over and it starts crawling, that's when all the fucking fun is over. That's when you put the baby down in one spot and then it's somewhere else.
Right.
That's what you do. No, it's crawling in the oven.
Yeah, and then you're taping up all the
cabinets.
Gonna
walk into traffic. And you see what the traffic out there is?
Dude, it's bad.
Out there in fucking Brazil, man, you be walking in the streets and there's fucking cars, just no lights.
The baby will just stumble into a satanic parade.
Yeah, exactly, yo. I'm telling you, that thing woke up and saw one of the Clintons in front of it and said, I'm getting the fuck out of here. It knew what time it was. With an ass like that, it didn't stand a chance.
Oh, jeez. You two fucking maroons.
Yo, that might have been the most horrible thing I've ever said. Oh my God, man. Why do I talk so quick? Church Street Tappadelli says, good, now they can get the fuck out of here right away. Up, Church Street.
Very much so. This is
North Carolina, man. Go to Church Street Tap and Deli.
Tarboro, North Carolina.
Yo, we want to come back out there again, man. So we'll talk. I always say that.
Yeah, and then
that's my boy, man.
And
then things happen. You know, life is what happens when you're making other plans, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't it say that on a mug somewhere?
I think we probably have more people watching right now than we have the last time you and I were at the Church Street Tap in Tarboro.
I think we go back, we'll have a great time. Yeah. King Handel says if the baby can walk, it can pay its own damn medical bills.
No, that was from they got socialized medicine in Brazil. So.
That's another reason why I want to get the fuck out of here. They don't trust those shaky. They probably showed him the doctor that was gonna cut his foreskin, and he was like, "Oh, look at the size.
Let me run away."
You got to make it a Jewish thing.
I didn't say it was Jewish. They cut foreskins out there in Brazil.
I'm circumcised. I'm not Jewish. Why does it have to be a Jewish thing?
Yeah, man. You don't know that shit.
The hot dog, I would think.
No, they sell it. You don't know that inside fucking what is that shit the fucking chicks put
Concealer.
On their face?
Cosmetics
is foreskins. We did a podcast back in this, right? Like back in the 20s, one of our 20th episodes or something. We talked about baby foreskins. He didn't believe me. You know, and in some countries, they're a delicacy. They fry them up, dude, like chips, little foreskin chips.
Here you go.
Giant tennis ball.
They don't taste that great, but it's the dips that make it.
I see.
They got good dips.
Jeez, dude. Oh my God.
What?
French onion dip, baby. Is that what you're saying?
No, man, the foreskins, dog. Why you always eating? We're not talking about eating babies, man. We're talking about the foreskins. I'm saying in some countries they fry them shits up like you ever have a plantain chip?
I've never had a plantain chip, but I'm familiar with them.
Yes,
I know what that is.
Yeah, they're like that, but it's not like they're kind of dry. But
although
it's the
dips.
Describe
a plantain chip like that, I'm kind of interested in the plantain chip. Just to be clear, don't shake your head at me, Brian Licata. You're not my stepmother.
What do you got there, Brian? What do you got for us, man?
It says baby foreskins contain a protein called epidermal growth factor that high-end spas like to use in anti-aging skin firming treatments. And
so the younger the chick looks, the chances are the more foreskin she's rubbed into her face.
I think that's a fair assessment. Yeah.
You know, them babies, man, they keep you young, man. You know, the adrenochrome, they don't waste anything on that bad boy.
Adrenochrome, that's my favorite Paul Simon song.
King Etta says, I sold my foreskin to the Kardashians.
I see. They stuck it in one of their asses, right? That's what's going on. I bet
they got their own actually
cosmetics.
Makeup. Yeah, they got their own makeup.
So yeah, there you go.
Yeah. You know, but I don't know if old, well, I guess, yeah, who doesn't when they're old? You know, I guess I would do it. Like if you still had your fucking turtleneck, would you decide to just get rid of it? Would you be like, why the fuck did my parents leave these on?
I guess I feel like I probably would have done it at 16 though. I would have done it at 16. I wouldn't have waited this long. I would have
waited
like,
now. You would
no, like right around the virginity losing it time period, I think is when that would have went also.
Well, I mean, that depends. Would your parents pay for it, or do you have to wait till you get your own coverage?
I think I would have paid cash for it, dog.
You need your own coverage to get your coverage. To get rid of your coverage.
Your coverage.
Yeah, coverage to get uncovered.
I don't like that term turtleneck because I've seen a lot of Jewish old men wearing turtlenecks.
And they're the ones who are snipping the dips.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I don't like to think turtleneck. Because
why is turtleneck now anti-Semitic?
No, I'm saying that Jewish men do wear turtlenecks, but they don't have foreskin, so it's not. It doesn't work as.
But it looks like a turtleneck.
I understand that it looks like a turtleneck, but I'm saying it doesn't work because Jews like turtlenecks.
Yeah, but maybe the attitude is there can only be one turtleneck here.
Yeah,
there can only be one. They want it where you can see
Highlander,
it.
There can be only one.
Yeah,
I see. Okay, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to contradict you.
Maybe a lot of Jewish people wear turtlenecks because they miss their foreskins. Maybe it's a subconscious thing. Maybe that's their way of connecting to their foreskin again.
That's not why I wore it.
You know what I'm saying? Sort of like chicks who have daddy issues. They have foreskin issues. So Adam, what they do is they wear turtlenecks in remembrance of
the bris
foreskins.
Right. Did you have a bris, Adam?
I did have a bris. Yeah.
You did? Did they keep it? Did they keep the foreskin? Like they wrap it in cellophane, or is it somewhere still?
What they did with it. I suppose I could ask.
Yeah. I think they keep it.
I've only got daughters, so I don't know anything about it. What'd you say?
Do you keep it? You put it under your pillow or something, or what?
Like for the foreskin fairy?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the way you're saying it,
do they do that?
No. I think they probably got rid of it.
Do you remember your Moyle's name? Is that what he is? A Moyle?
I don't remember my Moyle's name.
Shaky.
I was 8 days old. I'm like that baby.
Did you ever meet the Moyle again?
No, because no, I never.
You should get to meet your Moyle.
I mean, that could be a good game show.
Today on Meet Your Moyle.
Meet Your Moyle.
We got a hack job coming out of Cincinnati.
King Handel said, what? I charge extra for the smegma. No more comments from King Handles. King Handles, you're on.
You're banned.
King Handles,
like that scene in Stand
You're
By.
in timeout for the next 10 minutes. No comments being read by King Handles, and we will not go back to them. So King Handles, you're on timeout for 10 minutes. Oh man, that almost made me throw up, dude. That's like when someone shoots a snot rocket out their nose. Fucking disgusting. Oh, I can't even, I'm trying just to even get the word out of me. That's a word we can get rid of.
I do those all the time.
We need to bring back Mongoloid and get rid of smegma. That's a disgusting word.
Well, we could probably use Mongoloids to get rid of smegma. Probably, if we had.
What is a smegma?
Dude, stop saying that word, man. I'm not even completely sure. But I know it's not good. It's like it's probably something that looks very gross.
I know what it is. I'm not.
It's like the.
It's.
Let's see if you get it right. Let's see if you get it right, Adam.
You want me to say what I think it is?
Yeah.
Really, Gary?
Go for
Yeah,
it.
go for it.
It's like the dirt it's like the dirt and gunk that accumulates on the inside of the foreskin between.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
Yep, it's exactly what it is.
When they pull back the hood.
Yep. Oh. Oh, I didn't know there was a word to it.
There's a word for everything, right? And if there isn't, someone's gonna make it up, like Santorum.
Oh,
What's Santorum?
You don't know what that is?
No.
You never heard about this? Oh, this is
Rick
hysterical.
Santorum?
Yeah, the war. So you know Rick Santorum, the
Yeah.
like senator, right, or the congressman.
Okay.
So it became a common name in the gay community. Santorum, they named it that shit. The combination of feces and semen that accumulates in.
Oh.
That's what they call Santorum.
And they have a website called spreadingsantorum.com.
Oh.
Which we will not be going to.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you got to admit, that's a pretty good fucking way to game somebody. Is you come up with the most disgusting thing.
That is so fucking. Imagine like you have a name that. Are you fucking putting the link to Santorum up there, dude?
Oh yeah.
Oh
dude.
my god, man!
somebody
Why are
should go
you
at it.
spreading that information, dude?
Oh,
Why? That's fucking horrible. By the way, imagine like that you're a person that they make a fucking slogan after, and it's something that has to deal with butt juice and cum.
You think that was
Gross.
somebody's name? You think
That's almost like the
somebody's
ass
name?
version of the secret sauce on the Big Mac.
Made up of 23 herbs and spices.
I didn't know this was the way this podcast was going to go today.
Who could know? I was thinking the same fucking thing. Who thought this was gonna be a gross fucking podcast? It all started with just wondering how a mother was doing with her child. That's how this whole thing started. We go back to the original road before we started making rights and lefts and hitting bumps and not looking at the speed bumps and shit and just riding right over shit. Horrible. Fucking gross.
So where do we go? Where do we go from here, boys?
Where do we go from here?
Well, you must have something real to talk about.
No, we don't have. What do you think? We planned this? If this was planned, do you think we would ever let it go in this direction? He said, "I'm sure you got something planned to talk about."
We don't really. I mean, the only thing that I saw on the news today was
Yo, I heard TD Jakes. See how true that is. I heard TD Jakes stepped down as a pastor. That pastor that was going to all the Diddy parties. He's very famous in the evangelical community. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. He wrote a book that I read that it did change my life, man. It because wisdom is wisdom, regardless of who you're diddling. But had I known, I'm not saying he's a diddler, but why are you at the puffy parties and you're a pastor? You trying to save them?
I only see like TikTok videos right now for this TD Jakes thing.
All right.
There's nothing confirmed.
All right. So it could all just be misinformation.
Correct.
I don't know what that was about. I don't know.
Fake.
So how was what you do yesterday, dude? What you do yesterday? You went out?
What did I do yesterday? No, I hung out actually. I stayed in and I edited all.
I thought you was hitting some open mics yesterday. I thought.
No, Monday. I'm going to start. I think this coming week.
Where are you going? Do you know?
Not sure yet. No, don't have it all planned out.
Laughing Buddha. Do the Laughing Buddha open mic.
You think so for the first one?
Why not?
It's supportive. This is the thing about it, is that you need the positive response to go back. So until you're comfortable, I'd say do it. I mean, people give Jeff Lawrence, people give that company a hard time, but I think that if you go into it knowing that they're really just a business and that they're not out for you, I mean, yeah, they're gonna support you if they can, but they're not supporting you because they like you. Yeah, they're doing it because they want money. If you go into it understanding that, and you realize every dollar you give them is for them, not for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you will get something out of it.
It's for you in the sense of you're getting stage time and you're learning to hone your craft.
But that money is not your money anymore.
No,
people are like, "Oh, I pay them. I should get money back." No.
Why should you get money back? You mean that they should book you?
That's what, not me. I'm saying
no. I mean,
people assume that like I'm gonna put money into it, and then eventually there'll be money back for me.
That
You're never gonna get
it. Right.
Yeah, you're never gonna get any money from Laughing Buddha. You just get experience at stage time.
Yeah, well then don't go there. Go somewhere else. Go to
No. I'm just saying. I think it's a good place.
Stage time is good, right? Stage time.
I mean, he sold me on it.
Yeah.
I did Laughing Buddha twice.
How'd you do?
And I got a notebook that says I went to Laughing Buddha open mic and all I got was this notebook. That's what it says. And I still got it, actually. I still have pages in it because I know I didn't use it to write. You know, I use it to write down numbers and shit. I used to use it when I hustled. So it's mostly like just a whole bunch of numbers.
Phone numbers and shit. Yeah.
I think I still
not just numbers like you know, money paid, money owed.
Oh, yeah. Your books. Your balance books.
Yeah. I keep them just for the memories. I like to look at them and realize how much money I used to make.
I think I still have one Laughing Buddha notebook that I never used.
He didn't give me one on Kill Tony. He didn't give me one. He didn't give me one on Kill Tony. No.
Do you give one to everybody?
He does, yeah, and he didn't give me one.
And he didn't give you one. What a bitch.
I know, right, dude?
That's another bitch move.
I gotta tell you something, Brian.
That's a bitch move.
On Wednesday, I got a message from somebody who was at the show, or Thursday, I got a message from somebody who was at the show on Wednesday. Very complimentary about my set on Wednesday, and actually commented one of the jokes that got zero response. She was like, "Oh, that joke killed me," and I was like, "Oh, it must have killed you so much that I didn't hear you laughing about it." But I just wanted to let you know it was, you know, in hindsight, I feel a little bit better about the whole thing.
Did you say that? Did you say that? How come I didn't hear you laugh?
No, I didn't say that. Of course,
you should have Bob Dylan.
You should have said that.
You should have Bob Dylan them, man.
What's that?
When Bob Dylan went electric, he did a show one time, and after the show, these dudes were like, "Yo, there's Bob Dylan. Can I get your autograph, dog?" And he said, "I remember you. You was in the crowd. You booed."
Yeah.
And he said, "No, I didn't. Nah, we did." He said, "Nah, I ain't giving you no autograph, man. You booed." And then he got in the car and drove away.
Really? I've never heard that story. That's
my mother
it's in his movie. He has a movie where it's a documentary of when he went electric.
My mother was actually at that concert.
Oh yeah, well he did a bunch of them. He was on a tour.
Well, she was on the one at the
very first
one where at the Pops Newport.
I don't even know.
Newport
Folk
Festival. That's what it was. She was, and I said, "What was it like?" She said, "Oh,
good poll."
Yeah,
good poll on that, dude.
And there's a part in that movie he's backstage getting ready to get in his car, and they're like, "Can we get an autograph? Can we get a picture?" And he's like, "Nah, man, I remember you. You booed." And he said, "Nah, we didn't boo you." He goes, "Nah, I remember, man. You booed." And then he got in the car and drove away. I did that to someone the other day. I can't remember what it was though now. I did that to somebody. Somebody said something. Oh, it's when I kicked those two chicks out that day. And then when I got in the elevator, the dude was like, "You're right. Everybody wanted them gone." I said, "Yeah, but you were in the front row. I didn't see you fucking agree with me." The fuck out of here. He was in the front row, quiet as a fucking the fuck out of here. Nobody wanted them in there.
Well, suffice it to say, I said thank you, and I just wanted, because Brian was at that show. It was Brian did some really nice camera work at that show. I was watching what you were doing. It was really good.
Yeah. We'll see how it turns out.
I'm sure it's gonna turn out great.
Well, so I have a question.
This long distance dick sucking going on here. Right?
What do you guys have for suggestions for somebody who wants to start out being a comedian, other than open mics and writing? Don't do it. Don't even start.
No, we don't need more you motherfuckers out here. You know how hard it is for us to get fucking stage time?
Oh, so you're scared. That's what it is? You're scared? You guys are scared? You're scared?
Nah, you just see so many garbage people getting stage time, and you're like,
oh, yeah.
You know? I mean, think about what was going on out here for years.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? To me, it was always like I'd go there and I would be funny. There you go. King Handles. Yes. And King Handles, you waited for your time to be up. I appreciate that. King Handles' old boy turned to, we're not supposed to go back on the old ones. He's punished for that last schmegma fucking comment.
The schmegma comment?
Yeah, man. Be funny. Yes, be funny.
Don't use the word smegma. That's my other advice.
He goes, you said it too. I like the way he always talks.
Well, how am I supposed to know if it's okay if you're doing it?
Well, I mean, it's all okay, man. You know me though. Who am I?
You're you. You're you.
Yo, the best. I got 2 pieces of advice. One came from Gabe Dorado, and it's really one of the best pieces of advice I ever got. It's 2 words: enjoy losing. And it means a couple things. First of all, it means like you're gonna lose a lot. So enjoy it, you know, the way you'd be like, enjoy standing on the side of the road, the way you'd be it sarcastically, but it also means actually enjoy it. Enjoy the loss. There are gonna be times when it's like, I have lost here. I might as well at that time have fun, because that's the only way it becomes tolerable. That's what those 2 words mean to me. It's 2 different things. The other thing is about
he enjoys it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you enjoy it.
No way, man.
We enjoy it.
Nowadays,
we
he takes
enjoy
it
it.
a lot
I enjoy it.
But I've never seen a man get more upset about his fucking set than this man right
now. Not
here.
on stage. Not on stage. On stage, I lean into it.
Oh, okay.
On stage you do.
Yeah.
Yes,
You don't let the crowd
yes.
lean
into
And
it.
then by the time his foot gets behind the crowd where they no longer can see him,
yeah, it's a lot of anxiety for sure.
Yeah.
It's probably because you spend so much time writing the jokes, I would assume, right? That's got to be.
He disappeared on me for a half hour because I said, come on, guys, he tried. And he could say whatever he wants, but he waited, I think, how many years? 8 years, maybe 9 years to finally get me back. When he had the opportunity to get me back, he got me back. And the story is, we were on the road at a shitty show. Shitty fucking in Kentucky. If you're a comedian, here, there's another piece of advice. Don't go
to Prestonsburg. No. Kentucky's great. There's a gig in Prestonsburg, Kentucky. Don't do that. It is the worst gig in the country. Everyone knows it.
And we did House of Blues on Purim. So believe me, there's worse things. But that's the worst. So we did a show. Everyone's eating a dick. He goes up, right? He does what everybody else was doing. And I come up because I'm hosting, and I say, in New York, we call that eating a dick, right? And then right away he stops and looks at me, and I'm like, why are you upset? We all been doing that. And then he starts to walk out. Come on, give him. I said, come on, guys. He tried, and he got so upset when I said that, yo. He turned around and looked at me, dog, dark, and then he disappears for a half hour. Then Terry and this other guy are freaking telling me, yo, go in the room and go check on him because we're sharing the room. And I'm like, fuck you. You go in the room. I'll give you the key. I'm not going to be the one who walks through the door and his feet hit me in the head because he hung himself from the fucking. And now 8 years later, probably, maybe 10 years later, I'm doing a show.
I've only been doing comedy 10 years. So.
Yeah.
So no, that was in 20. So like
that was in but that was in the pair, our show where I went up. I ate a dick. I think it was quite recently.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Come on, guys, give it up for him. He tried." And I stopped and looked at him and I went, all right, you got that. Okay. And that's not even talking the time when I was eating that dick in Astoria and you just sat in the back and laughed.
I showed up to that show really kind of frustrated that I wasn't going to be on it.
And then you were like, I'm glad I wasn't on. What show? It wasn't even a show. Nobody even brought me up. I had to just grab the mic and start telling jokes. And
oh, geez, really?
Down. But it was the most I ever got paid to eat a dick. I'll tell you that. And I only had to travel like 15 minutes.
Well,
and I wasn't, for the record, I wasn't annoyed at Gary that I was on the show. You offered me a spot, but I had to work and I wasn't going to get there until after it started. So I was more pissed off about whatever the work situation. I was frustrated that I had to work, not that you wouldn't let me on the show. Like,
did you just smoke a vape?
Yeah.
Yeah, no smoking in this house.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. But if I can't smoke my cigarettes and my weed, you ain't getting over on a vape. Oh, is that a weed vape?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me get it.
Yeah.
I think this was the one that's close.
My vapes are okay, right?
Yeah, vapes are fine, dude. They don't
smoking in the house. But
yeah, you're vaping.
Yeah, it's vape. Right? Which side? There you
go. You were talking about
change.
You were talking about losing though. Who told you that piece of advice, Adam? That you said like somebody
enjoy losing? Oh, that came from Gabe Dorado.
You're gonna meet him soon.
But he didn't even really. I mean, he meant it like he said it like that, but I don't think he meant it one way. He meant it more the like. I guess that's not true. He did mean it both ways, but I he didn't say it to me like I'm going to give you a really sage piece of advice. He just said it to me like I'm going to tell you should enjoy losing, and I was like, wow, that's really. And then he knows that I really appreciate it because I wrote it on the front of my book, and talk about the Laughing Buddha books. So I kept winning those Laughing Buddha books, and I didn't want people to know that I was still going to the open mic, so I used to cover them up. And then I would write on them, enjoy losing. For years, I wrote enjoy losing.
Are you still doing open mics?
No, because I have my new joke show, so I don't really need to do it. I don't. It's just no. I can go and do my jokes at my new joke show. Yeah. I mean, look, I'll go and do an open mic if we're on. Yeah, but that's usually even then they're like, you come in, you're like, I'm from New York, and it's not even like an open mic. They're like, we'll set some time aside from you. When do you want to go? That's not, you know what that shit's like. They just do whatever you want.
Yeah,
it's not like signing up a piece of paper and a bunch.
When was the last open mic you've done? Not on the road, but like went to an open mic. Yeah. Because on the road, the last one I did was when me, you, and Terry did that one, and Terry thought he was going to suck, and he actually did really good. But you actually did really good. Where you just said you went back. That we stood in that chick's house, me, you, Terry.
Yeah. Oh, but I wasn't at that. I wasn't at that show with you.
Wasn't a show.
Well, so no, but I wasn't on that tour. I didn't say I wasn't with you that time.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't with you. I don't remember the last one I did. I mean, I was doing them on Zoom a while because. No, but honestly, look, if you go to
you said you like those shows.
New York City open mic is all comics. There's nobody there. There's no audience there.
Right.
It's all just comics. And frankly, a Zoom open mic, it's the same shit. You got 3 or 4 people who are paying attention and they're engaged, and you can hear them laughing. The difference is that in New York, those people are all sitting in the room not paying attention.
Right.
If you go to if you're on a Zoom open mic, those people have their camera off or their mic off. They're not even there.
Right.
People, you still get the same 3 or 4 engaged people. And I'll do those occasionally. I was doing those a lot.
They're still going on.
Yeah, we're still doing them. I mean, look, my girlfriend Kelly's about to. Well, I don't want to. She's working on a project about Zoom comedy and how it's actually really helpful for a lot of people. I mean, I know it seems ridiculous when live comedy is your option, but you don't realize how many people that's not an option for. Number one, there's a lot of comics who, like, we know this comic Desiree who lives in Toronto, and most of the clubs she can't get into because she's in a wheelchair. Super funny.
I was gonna say people like that, like my 400-pound comic. Right. They can't get out of bed, so they're sitting there with French fries on their chest and they're telling jokes. Or
Louis Anderson and Ralphie May, dude, they got out there.
But the other thing, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about somebody who's in a wheelchair. The other thing about it is
they got people no legs.
There's also plenty of people in apartments, in houses that can't go anywhere.
Right.
Recluses.
Yeah.
Bunch of recluses up there telling recluse jokes.
I'm thinking about that analogy you were saying.
I can't even imagine it.
The thing about
he's explained it.
I did like the worst one I ever did.
No.
I was booked. What?
I think because Gary, I've learned this from you is that like bombing is part of the process, right? Because you write the joke, you perform the joke, and then you edit the joke to make it better. There's like. And then you redo it, right? He doesn't.
I definitely didn't say that.
Gary does the joke, and then he's not refining the joke. He's just remembering it differently the next time. And then eventually,
it tightens up.
I know exactly how this is going to go. And then the next day, he immediately forgets it. As soon as the joke is done, that's my process. Is what I mean. I don't want to shit talk Gary too much. It's just a different process. It's a different process.
Yeah, but even in the most basic sense, like video production, there's script writing, there's shooting, there's editing, and then delivering. And stand up, there's writing the joke, performing the joke, editing the joke, and then performing it again. You got to do all of them, for it to work.
I think the hardest part of it is having to do it again.
Yeah. I guess that's true. I haven't gotten on stage
very quickly that you kind of have to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You learn quickly, like, it sucks to have to keep doing the same jokes sometimes, but you kind of have to.
Right. I don't understand that. I don't understand how a comic will go, I get bored with the joke. I wrote the joke. I like the joke. I tell the joke. People laugh. I don't understand. As long as there are people who don't know the JanSport joke, I will tell that joke. Now, eventually.
Do you think that's because of your style of comedy, though? In that you're not really saying, like you're writing jokes for the jokes, right? Whereas as in something where that like Gary's act or performance, I don't really want to call it an act.
I'm glad you.
Yeah, because it's not an act. It's a performance.
There's a little act to it, I guess.
Yeah, but it's the entertainment, showmanship, sure. whatever, but it's you're saying stuff that you're talking about in your daily life all the time, you know. Like it goes from our podcast. I mean, I'll see it. We'll talk about some shit on the podcast for like a month. Then I'll come back to AC and you have 20 minutes on what we were talking about.
Yeah. I mean, my process is different. I always tell people, you know, I wouldn't do it the way I do it because everybody tells me the way I do it is wrong. So I wouldn't tell no one to do it the way I do it. I would tell them to learn all the rules and then break the ones that work for you.
I will always say to everybody, always got to learn the rules. Even if you say, I don't want to follow those rules, you got to know what they are because otherwise you can't break them.
Yeah.
You got to learn them.
And it's people of respecting that it's an art.
And a lot of people say this. So I remember I was listening to this podcast with John Leguizamo, and he said something about, because people always shit on comedy classes, and it's true, you can't teach people to, did I say this here before? You can't teach people to be funny, but you can teach funny people not to be unfunny. You know what I mean? What John Leguizamo said is that there is a scaffold on which that on which the structure of comedy is built. Yeah. So if you understand that, then you can work from there.
I think that's the next step. I need to get at. Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's an adrenochrome SIPA. Even though I still respect what he just said. I agree with that. Michelle says, Gary and Adam, how did you know you were funny enough to be a comedian as your profession? Was it friends and family that encouraged you to go to open mic nights?
Well, I would say that the reason I knew I needed to be a comedian was how much my friends and family were not encouraging me to do it. How much they said, you should never, ever do that. That's when I was like, I'm going to try it out. No, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I had one friend who got me started.
My mother still thinks I shouldn't be a comedian.
My parents ask me every time I go home, do you make money from what you do? And I'm like, sometimes. That's what I say.
Well, I mean, listen. This apartment is all comedy money, baby.
Yeah.
I mean,
my car is all comedy money. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of government money in that car.
No, the first car was government money.
I see. Okay.
Second car is comedy money, man. You got to keep those payments coming. That loan was only $10,000. You know what I'm saying? It stayed going with the money I make from comedy. Yeah. But my mother's still like, you wouldn't rather go back to like, a regular job? I said, what? Where I was miserable working for somebody else? The kind of person that I worked for 20 fucking years, and then they said, yeah, we don't need you no more. Nah, I would not rather do that. Nah, sorry.
Dude, to me, it's about just the freedom you have with your life, right? Like showing up, like having the thing that rubbed me the wrong way all the time was having to ask for a day off, having to go in and ask another grown man, hey, I have something to do with my family. Can I not come here today? It was so like, I just felt so like belittled doing that,
even when I worked, that's probably why they let me go after 20 years. But even then, I wouldn't say, can I get a day off? I'd be like, I'm not going to be here that day.
Yeah.
I always said it like a statement, not a question.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to be here that day.
Form? Like what?
I would say that this guy right here was probably one of the first people to make me think that I really had an opportunity to really go for it. I remember we were doing that first tour, and you were like, "This is your job now." And it's still not really my job, but it is a job. But I also think,
where did you guys first meet? Do you remember where it was?
Yeah, we did this contest.
Broadway Comedy Club.
We did a contest. The first show, we both got, me and you and a couple other people got moved on. And I remember after that show and then we did another show. The second round, I didn't do so good, but this guy took it away. And after that, I was just like, hey, this is a guy.
We actually met at the second show.
I thought we met at the first show.
No, the first show, I saw you. I thought you were going to win it all. I ain't going to lie.
You saw me, but we didn't meet until the second show. No, we didn't meet. The second shoshow,
I walked out to go smoke a cigarette after I did my set. You were out there talking to some comedians. Because like I said, you knew some people. Yeah, I didn't know anybody. Yeah. And you said, yo, nice set, man. And I said, oh, thanks. And you said, I
said, how much of that is new?
Oh, yeah, that's what you said. You said, how much of that is new? And I said, well, I pretty much just made up that stuff just now. And you were like, you just made that up. And I was like, yeah. And then you was like, we just kind of hit it off. And then from there, you invited me to that show.
That other show.
And that was actually, like I said, this dude put me under his wing. I always tell him that he never thinks so. because he's the one who brought me into places, you know, like the next day. But that's what it was with comedy too. Is like I did that, and then that led to me meeting him. He brought me to some shows, you know, and then doing the class had me going to open mics. But then he started introducing me to people at the open mics, which was laughing. It was the first time we hung.
Oh, but you made a lot of headway when you met Tuval. I mean, that was when you started working with him was one of the first things where you really met him, because that's where you started introducing me to people. Because I met Mallory through you.
But that's because I started I took Duval's spot at the open mic. He was running an open mic.
You're the one who brought me into the pair. You're the one who brought me over there.
I brought a couple of people that would never want to give me the props to that, man. Phil, you little bitch ass. JC.
Whoa.
I brought you into those motherfuckers, all right?
I want to make you
don't want nothing back, but I just want you to remember. All right, Phil.
Yo, you know what's gonna happen? I'm going back to New York, and somebody's gonna be like, Phil's gonna be like, yo, I heard you were talking. You and Gary were talking shit about me. Like,
well, you didn't say nothing, and I talk shit to Phil all the time. Phil, if you got a problem, come. You know, I'll bring you on the podcast. We can handle that.
Let's do it.
He's one of the other dudes that I try to bully when I go to the fair. I try to bully people, and I'm so little. He's like 3 times my size. Michelle Balducci. Yep, I was yelled at for taking 2 days off and being with Tiffany in the hospital because she couldn't have an emergency C-section. I hate this job and wish I had courage to do stand-up. Well, I wouldn't say stand-up is the
route for money.
Work someplace that you hate. You know, there's many other things.
You really just be. I mean, it's a good time for freelancers. I mean, the economy is starting to lean towards people who are having.
It is, dude, but it's the same shit as you were saying before. There's too many comedians. There's too many guys with fucking cameras now that can think they can shoot and edit shit. I know, yeah, I know, but
I mean, Lauren said I'm gonna start cleaning houses, and her shit is already popping. She's cleaning houses in her area, and it's popping. She's booked weekly. You know, find what you love to do, and you'll never work.
Or what you can tolerate doing.
You know,
and make your own schedule.
Yeah,
for sure. I do it with a lot of things, not just comedy. I do it with a lot of things.
He schedules everything.
I mean, that's the other thing, you know, that people don't really talk that much about comedians. Is like here's a good example. Years ago, I did comedy for like about 6 months in 2002 before I was really serious about it. But at that time, I was working at Joe's Pub, which is a nightclub. And one day we had a show called Confessing It that was hosted by this woman. I don't want to talk shit about people, but it was hosted by this woman who was a working comedian. And Janine Garofalo, Colin Quinn, and David Sedaris were on the show. So it was a specialty show. She's hosting it with that lineup, right? A week later, I'm going to do some like basic, really an open mic. It was a booked open mic. I didn't realize that at the time, but it was a booked open mic. Okay. That woman at Don't Tell Mamas, which is another club in New York City, that woman who was hosting the show with Colin Quinn, David Sedaris, and Gene Garofalo was the server in the room that I was performing comedy in. You don't realize that comedians, most comedians, Gary, it's rare. It's rare to really make your living just doing. Even people like that's why you see people like.
And to not be touring too. To not be touring.
That's why you see people like Lonely Love, and you see Chuck Nice, and you see all of these people on those green screen talking head shows. Is because that's no matter how much you work, that's where you're going to make your money is doing other stuff. So
I do it in a heartbeat. I mean, I would do dumb robbers in a heartbeat. That's what I'm looking to do. Either that or be a body. I've said this before. Be a body that's discovered in Law and Order.
Oh, dude, that'd be great. They could find you right under the Queensboro Bridge.
Yeah. Face up, though. Oh. Nothing face down, nothing with disfiguring the face.
What about sodomy?
Well, they could say, I don't care, I'm dead. They could say they sodomized my dead body.
Okay, but you'd have to be dead.
But there's no acting. I'm just being found. I don't care what they say happened to me.
Okay.
Don't go there, dog. No Diddy.
No Diddy.
Right? But I'm saying I would do that in a heartbeat, one of those things. You wouldn't do that if you were off?
I wouldn't do that.
I would do it. That's like steady pay. You get to.
Oh, dude, I would love to get acting gigs.
I went on the callback today. I mean,
you got a callback for that?
Yeah. So I heard
nice, dude.
For the thing, the audition that I did on Wednesday.
Sweet.
I got a callback today.
But not for that show.
For that show.
Oh, for that show.
I got.
So I might be watching one of those shits, and you might see you.
Not gonna happen.
T, with that attitude.
No, it's because look, this isn't even like attitude. This is like you go in there and they go, I want somebody they wanted somebody who was subtle and nonplussed. And I am not subtle,
nonplussed?
Like unfazed, like
just like kind of even.
But they wanted, and I.
Oh no, you're anxiety ridden,
exactly,
and almost like.
I thought that
this close to nails scratching on a fucking.
I thought what they liked about me the other day was that I was all big and really animated. So I go in there and they're like, the note that we got from the directors is, we want this thing, and they were like, we want it more chill, we want it more relaxed.
So then you should have been. Hey.
I tried to do that, but it's very hard for me to make it look real. That's my point.
So nonplussed, surprised and confused so much that they're unsure how to react. Which I feel like that's you.
I mean,
that's kind of you.
Yeah, but I don't think. But the thing was like, I'm very big, right? Like there's a lot of. I don't think.
One way, man. Are you dick bragging right now?
No. I mean, like
no, he's his body takes up a lot of
body
space.
language is very big, like a lot of big like
I think I could do it all. I could be big, or I could just, I could just be like, hey,
anyway. So my point is like that's I think what they wanted, but anyway. So,
but I play one in real life.
But that's different because like if that's like it's not like saying, oh, I was really good and I don't think they liked me. That would be negative talk. Sometimes you go in and you go, look. I didn't have what they wanted.
I nailed it, and they didn't take me because they didn't like me. But you're saying you're not what they were looking for.
I'm saying I'm not what they were looking for.
Right. That's all casting is about, too. It's really the right person for the role. They're looking for something specific.
So it's not like I mean, honestly, I feel great. There was a first audition I did for this agent, and I got a call back.
Asian. Whoa. I call them Orientals now.
Yeah, that's the appropriate term that we're using.
Look at this guy stuck in the 2020s. Did you just fart?
No, come on, you're gonna diss me twice.
No, I don't know. It was a question, not a statement.
The second thing was the dog.
Yeah, I think he wants to walk. So I got a little bit of an issue. Last time I came home, I left my keys in the door. I locked it from the inside, and now I can't get out because the keys are holding it. So I got to call the landlord to try to get me out after.
Are you really locked in your apartment right now?
Yeah, you want to see it? Yeah.
There's no way in the world you're locked in your apartment. Ay, Dios.
You guys can hear that, right?
I mean,
you got to put it in perspective. This is the dude who stepped in his own dog shit twice.
That is, I am him. Oh, I guess we're taking appointments.
Somebody here to look at the window, I suppose.
Oh, well, that's a good thing.
I don't know what that means.
Well, if you want to check out Adam this weekend, you should go to AC Jokes tonight, right?
Yeah. So we have one show tonight. It's all three of the shows are me, Gary, and Ray. Tonight at 9 and tomorrow at 9. Gary's headlining, and then tomorrow at 7. I'm headlining, and I think Ray is hosting that one. So it means I got to go up after. I'm going up after Gary. So those will be good shows. And look, it's a 420 show. So who the hell knows what's going to happen after that? You know what I mean?
Oh, interesting. That should be fun. It is 420 tomorrow, isn't it? Earth Day. Is Brian a natural blonde? No, I'm not. What made you think that, Michelle? I'm very
they came finally to check the window. It doesn't close all the way. Remember I told you it got a crack and I get taunted by the wind. Ooh.
Yeah, like in this Scooby-Doo cartoon.
Dude, I speak wind, man. It's not saying anything nice. It's telling me come outside, motherfucker. I dare you. Fucking dare you. Come outside. I will blow you.
Yeah, so I'm locked in my apartment, 100% locked in. I got to call the super when I get done.
That's hysterical.
That's pretty
damn funny. And because I was like looking for my keys. I'm like, where are my keys? I got to go take the dog out before the show. And then I'm like, maybe I left them in the door, and then I couldn't get the door open because it was, I think the weight of the keys are in the lock, in the cylinder, and that got its, I don't know. So,
that seems ridiculous, and it seems like something that we have to address for the future.
Yeah, I should probably not leave my keys in the door like an idiot. when I'm coming back, right?
You probably should not have a door that if you leave the keys in, you can't undo. Oh, I see. Because only a blonde will lock themselves in their house. I see. Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's not. I think he's not a blonde. He's just.
I'm just a little slow.
A little bit of.
Yeah, I'm a little under the weather. The allergies been kicking my ass.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. I got back. It's been really bad in the city, but I got out here today and I felt much better. So I am.
Really, you're better down there.
Yeah, because the beach air.
Oh yeah. It's moving stuff around.
Very It's very like green and like polleny and like this.
Yeah, dude. I woke up today with just the thing, you know, and I've been living outside of the Northeast for the last 4 years during springtime. So I haven't had allergies. And I'm like, oh, fuck, dude.
I mean, forget, you know, New York, remember, I mean, the whole area, but this is by the water, so it's not nearly as much trees and shit. But like you go down by New York, in New York, there's just pollen everywhere.
Yeah, everything's blooming in the park right now, too, which is nice.
You can't see it because you're locked in your house.
Should I go out the fire escape, make a daring jump?
You got a fire escape?
Yeah, but it's...
Then why haven't you gone down and just come back in the building and open your door?
Because I'm on the 9th floor and it's rusty as shit, dog.
I'm scared of heights.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I'm not. No,
look, if it was coming down, it would have came down already.
No, I mean, I'd be more. I wouldn't do that. I think you probably get in trouble.
For what? You locked yourself in your apartment.
Well, I got the super's number. I can just text the super. He'll come up. He'll get me.
Oh, you can make him come up.
Yeah, he lives here in the building.
Stop what he's doing.
What do you need to do?
What's his name? How you know it's not Miguel?
Armand.
Armand, very close.
Yeah.
But now you got to bother him. Now he got to come up to your fucking apartment because your dumb ass locked yourself in. Take
Apparently
your ass
so.
out the fire escape. Bring the camera with you, and we'll take the trip with you.
Should I live stream it? The whole thing? Just live stream the whole thing going down?
Yeah, man. Let's get it going, man. We need more viewers. Let's get your ass out there, man. You're on the 7th floor. That ain't that high. How high does the building go to?
Well, he's on the 9th floor.
14.
What?
14.
14? And you're on 9?
Yeah.
Bitch.
Dude,
go on that fucking thing, go down and open your door. Is your lady home?
No, she's in Jersey. Otherwise, I'd probably just wait for her to come back.
Drive home and let her baby out the cage.
Also, probably not 14. It's probably only 13. But you know, the
13th. There's a penthouse. Yeah, they don't. Oh, they don't do the 13th floor. Yeah. Usually, it's bad luck, right?
They don't do it, but you know it's there, right?
Yeah, they just called something different.
Floor, you know it.
You know it's there.
You know what floor you're really on.
Yeah, exactly.
If you jump out the window, you will die sooner.
Give me a break.
If they're jumping out the window, number, so should 12 and 14 be. So should the letter B be, because B is just like a scrunched up 13.
That was great. That's
a Mitch Hedberg. I'm doing a Mitch Hedberg bit.
Oh, okay.
Right off of the first track of his second album.
Yeah.
No.
Timor.
Oh man,
what's up? Where you been hiding? Timor? An hour already. You're gonna have to watch
video on demand.
Oh, the video on demand now.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going an hour already. That was pretty quick, right? Time flies when you're talking shit.
Yeah.
What's going on over here? Why? I thought you're gonna break the chair on my, and it's gonna be hysterical because his head is just gonna drop. Because I told him I need chairs. These chairs aren't built for you moving.
Well, I thought you were angry, but I'm just okay.
No, I wasn't angry.
No, I mean
I was trying to protect
you. Meant only when I'm angry.
No, it's all those things. If
have you bought any other furniture yet?
It's gonna collapse. You see me not moving, right?
Have you bought any other furniture? Have you been looking for anything at all, or what?
I plan to get chairs.
Chairs.
But I think my bills are more important at the moment. So I'm dealing with the chairs I got. You just got to know how to sit on them, which is sit, don't move.
I'm sorry I asked.
Well, what are you sorry about? Do you really feel sorrow that you asked? I'm so tired of people saying they're sorry and they have no sorrow behind it.
I'm sorry.
You know, there should be a thing of sorrow to be sorry. What did I do to you that you're sorry that you asked?
I'm sorry that I made you upset. I don't like seeing you upset because you're a very dear friend.
I'm not upset at all, actually. You know this is my normal.
No, I don't know.
I'm very go and stop.
Mm.
You know? It's my heartbeat, dude. It's my heartbeat. I have an irregular heartbeat. It's my murmur that stayed with me since Birth. Themore says, got a facelift or they replace him like Dave Chappelle. Gary got a facelift. I got a facelift?
You are looking spry.
I think there's
really. I was. You know
the
what?
lighting in here is very different. It's far more complimentary over here. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad.
I think I look very pale.
I think that's what it is. It's brighter in here, so there's less detail on the camera, so you're seeing less of your skin.
Is that what it is? So turn that off. Let's see how it looks if you turn that off.
I'm gonna turn it off.
Just turn it off for a second. I want to see what looks better. You said it's very bright in here.
See, now it looks now.
I still think I look pale.
Well, you probably do look pale. But
yeah, you are pale. A little pale.
Not a lot of color in me today, right? You can turn that back. Yeah, not a lot of color, but yeah, no facelift, man. I don't believe in those things, man.
Yeah, I'm with you. No plastic surgery at all.
Any kind of plastic surgery, man. Keep those baby foreskins on the babies if you need to, but get them off your face. I don't care what you do with them. Just stop putting them all over your face. We got to kiss those cheeks.
Put them in the other cheeks.
No, don't put them anywhere. Just kind of. Do you have to save everything, man? Do you have to find a use for everything? What's that shit that the stuff that comes out after you give birth?
The placenta.
Yeah. You don't need a use for that. But instead, they're making fucking stew out of that shit in some places.
But that's not like it's a new thing.
They've
been doing that for years. They've been doing that for generations, centuries.
People who like eat people and people who like, savages do that shit.
Well, I mean, a savage is a hard word to describe.
It's another word we need to bring back. There are a lot of savages in this world nowadays, and they're calling them something that sounds better. I don't care how sweet it sounds. You're a savage. And that's who's eating placenta. Who was the first person to think about eating a placenta? Saw it come out and go, that looks good.
It's probably,
some savage.
Animals do it.
Yeah, there's probably some Neolithic.
Well, let's do it like the animals do.
And then Vietnamese and Chinese people. So,
yeah,
calling them savages right now.
Yeah. I know some people think so, but not me.
Rugs.
Fucking, they be in shit while it's still moving.
Yeah, dude, bugs.
Ew,
bugs.
Ew.
Oh,
Jasmine, what's up, mommy?
Is she waving hello?
Yeah, she's waving hello. I think. Or she's
waving
hello.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a hello.
Themore says, since when do cops allow people to block traffic without permits? I would say since the whole Black Lives Matter movement. Would that be a safe guess? Isn't that when it first started? Look, Mama made her appearance. Hi, Mama.
Oh, there she is.
Well, the dude came to fix the window, and Mama was laid out across the window, and I had to move her. So now she's making me. This is what she's doing now.
They are suing people, or I guess bringing charges up against people who were protesting for Palestine in Miami this weekend. So there's some people getting, convicted or, accused of crimes over there.
It's my fault. I had to move her,
That's quite all right.
I was going to take a picture for my daughter.
Since Soros gave them a raise. Exactly. No, Mama. No, go around it.
There was people protesting at the Google building here today.
But what about those freaking Greenpeace people that be just blocking highways and shit, man? You should be allowed to run them over.
Yeah, well, usually they just get picked up and arrested pretty quick, You
should be allowed to run them over. You should. You're sitting in the middle of a highway. Nobody there cares about what you're saying. Nobody. You're going about it all wrong. Maybe making people annoyed doesn't make them back your cause. Making people just doesn't. Thank you. Mama Cat is beautiful. Uh-oh. Bang, bang. My daughter didn't realize you guys were live. Normally, I get a notification. Brian, did you slip on the notifications this time?
Dude, YouTube sends the notifications out. I don't send notifications out.
Jasmine, thank you
episode up, and then
thank
it
you for your support and your donation. Themore, never seen cops so chill. That GG Bridge protest is very bizarre.
Yeah, that's the Golden Gate Bridge protest.
I'm telling you, dude, they let people just get in front of shit.
The district attorney.
You should be allowed to run them over.
Dude, read this article. The district attorney is asking for the public's help to determine what charges should be filed. What? She's asking the public to help her decide what charges to bring amongst these people. That's crazy. You want to read the article?
Like they put a lot of people in danger. I say you want to charge him with murder for killing my time. All right? You should get charged with murder. You should add up the time of each person that was there, how much time was wasted because of them.
4 hours.
How many?
4 hours. A 4 hour
4 hours times each person that was actually affected, and then give them that many years.
For protest.
Protest? No, for being idiots.
Yeah, well, they're not gonna do anything.
No, they're not.
Dude, I saw in LA, the mayor is asking the rich people in the city to give her money so they can build housing for the homeless.
For the homeless or for the aliens?
For the homeless. Well, probably for both. If I had to take a guess, I would say for both.
Nah, I'd say it's the aliens. They don't give a shit about the homeless. What?
Oh, my head's hurting a little bit.
Was I aggressive on that?
I mean,
I don't know. I could become aggressive. I haven't had my coffee today.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
4 o'clock. You haven't had coffee?
No, not my coffee. I haven't been able to. I had to do things. Things get done. I'm a very busy man.
You are.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
Something I just sleep all day and then wake up and I'm a genius at things and I get things done.
A lot of people think that.
Some people think birds. Some people think birds bring me my robe in the morning, right? They think I step outside and the cats stop and sing for me, you know? They start doo-wop dancing. They seem to think that, I get to work on a horse with wings and I land on the roof.
Unicorns.
No, unicorns have the thing.
Oh, no,
it's a
you're
Pegasus.
right. Pegasus.
Yeah, a Pegasus.
Yeah, although they do think unicorns are there too sometimes.
I meant alicorn. Alicorn is the one that has the wings and the horn.
The alicorn?
Alicorn has the wings and the horn.
The wings and the horn.
Wings and the horn with an alicorn.
Now that's a beast right there. Wings, horns. They got the horse hooves.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll fuck you up.
Well, yeah. I mean, they got a lot of ways to attack.
And you figured like they could smack the shit out of you with that wing. Because that wing lifts a horse.
Yeah.
So that's a strong ass wing.
That wing has 1 horsepower.
Or is it? Yeah, probably. It's got to have at least double the weight, right?
Or
You
it's
got
got
to
a half horsepower
in each wing.
You can lift a half a horse.
Timur says he needs Wanna Bump.
No, it lifts the whole horse.
You think that at the end of the day,
Hey,
at the
stretchy.
end of the day, the wing goes, "Oh, I'm so tired, I could lift a horse."
I'm so tired. I couldn't even lift the horse right now.
I couldn't lift a horse. Oh.
He needs a wanna bump. Who needs a wanna bump? You need a wanna bump? I got some.
Not wanna bump.
No, wanna bump. Don't be lighting it up. What do you think I was offering you? Cocaine?
I thought you meant
For the nerve. But you saw his face light up when he thought that's what it was, right?
Yeah, he did. He's like, oh, you do some blow today? Nice. All right.
Ha! Exposed on Rated G. We got to expose himself, dog.
Dude, big shout out to all the people listening right now, dude. We've had like over 20 people in the live stream the whole time.
Big up to y'all, man.
Yeah.
I guess there's a lot of people who ain't got shit to do today, man. And big up to what's today? Friday?
Yeah.
Oh man, we all fucking made it to Friday. We all made it to Friday. And I know for some of y'all, you thought it was never gonna get here. That Monday was a motherfucker. That Tuesday was terrible. Wednesday came, you said, I really wish there was someone around the hump. But for some there was, some there wasn't. Thursday, you were like, fuck, if I could just go, and you did it. You made it. Congratulations to you. You're a warrior. Friday. All right?
You're a shining
You're
star.
fucking here now. Shout out to Kill Tony fans. Yeah, big up to all of y'all too, man. If you're here just to see this dude and see what he does other than, eat dicks on the Kill Tony stage.
Yeah.
You
can see me eat dicks regularly starting next week at open mics.
You eat them like, oh yeah, man. You're going to pop that can like Vienna sausages.
Just gonna. Oh.
You want to be a comedian, Brian? Is that something you really want to do?
I don't know.
That's what you need to ask yourself before you even get into this.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
you gotta ask yourself, are you feeling funny, punk?
and you better know how famous you want to be, because eventually there's going to be 7 dicks around you, and they're going to say, "How famous do you want to be?"
Gay.
Very. Michelle Balducci says, "I'm at work, no customers. You are making the time go by." Aww.
The problem with the 7 dick situation is that then one day, the next day, they come back with 8.
Well, no, I mean, I think it's the 7.
It's the 7. It's always the 7.
It's always the number 7, and then from there they don't count them.
Fair enough, but I was being metaphorical.
That's why if someone says, "Wow, you made a lot of money. How many dicks did you suck?" They go, "I stopped counting after 7."
I got you. All right, fair enough.
Yeah,
that's what I did. I stopped counting after 7 as well.
I'm just saying, you give them 7 inches and they'll take a mile. That's all I'm getting.
Yeah. And there's rules to the game.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
I didn't see those either.
Well, you never read the fucking Satan Bible.
Yeah, you're not a Freemason. You wouldn't know.
You're not a Freemason.
You're not booked in any Hollywood blockbusters yet.
Tried to listen to it on tape on Audible, the same Bible. But they had Bruce Valanche reading it, and he's so annoying.
I don't even know who that is.
Me neither.
I was at this audition today, and the guy, the other actor I was working with, immediately goes into improv. Like, we're not even, in my experience, the first one you read the script, then let's try some. Immediately, I have one line. Before he gets through any of his stuff, he's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm watching The Fall Guy." That's literally what I said. The Fall Guy, a television show with Lee Majors from 1987.
I know what The Fall Guy is.
I know, but I'm imagining.
Well, how come you didn't go, "I'm watching The Fall Guy"?
My point was more that I wasn't prepared to improv initially. That was kind of.
But did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, see, so he made you. He got in that head and made you improv. But how did you do it?
How'd you do it? Yeah, did you level up? Did you do some good improv?
I think I said. He said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Albert. I'm just watching The Fall Guy." That's what I said. But it was such a random, weird reference.
You should have said, what was your name? Albert?
Albert, yeah.
Albert. I'm watching The Fall Guy.
Well, that was what
That was good. You would have got the part.
That was good.
That was great. Yeah, you're a great actor. You are.
I think you're a good actor. I'm not an actor.
I'm not.
I'm not an actor.
Yeah,
but I play one in real life.
You play one on YouTube.
That's pretty funny. That's like an Adam Gabel joke.
That's great.
It's the second time I'm saying it for everybody who just joined us.
Oh.
I figured I said it earlier before.
You said it earlier?
Yeah, but no one heard. That's why I repeated it.
Mm-hmm.
A good actor knows when his lines weren't heard.
I've seen better acting in tough acting to acting.
I think you could have did that many ways. Now, did you do the thing again? You did it the same way every time?
Well, no. So what kept happening was that this guy. So it was like I was responding to what he was doing, and it was written for one thing. And every time he did something different, and every time I had to. So every time I just made, but I didn't say The Fall Guy after that because I felt stupid.
Right.
How come you didn't improvise at all?
Well, again, I was supposed to. I was really reacting to what he was doing. That's my foot. I'm just wrong. I would A and B. The whole point was I was supposed to be not interested in what was going on.
Right.
So it wouldn't have made sense for me to say more than I needed to say in the moment. Because it was supposed to be like
you could have sold it more without words too. You could have just been like, "Albert, I'm watching The Fall Guy."
There you go.
Yeah. I don't know.
Little gestures, some facial expressions,
I guess we'll see.
And then kind of lean back,
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I said The Fall Guy. The reason why I said The Fall Guy was because Laz Rivero made some comment about how there's a Fall Guy movie coming out with Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt.
Oh, I can't wait.
Well, the point was more about how much that sucks.
Yeah, I need to add another name to Gary's cam.
Yeah.
That's right. You didn't add the name. Oh, well, how do I do that?
I think you have to do it.
This is Adam.
Yeah, I think you have to do
like he's actually Gary.
I think
maybe you are. Maybe I'm Adam.
When you start the show.
Maybe I'm
hold up my card. I have cards. I can go with a card.
Yeah, that'll work.
Hide behind your name.
I'm gonna play it safe and say nobody gives a shit.
Right. That's
well, that's not true because Timor gave a shit. So I stand corrected.
They could go to adamtelljokes.com if they gave a shit about Adam and see where he's performing.
And you could also catch Adam this weekend down here with me in Atlantic City, man. He's headlining tomorrow for 7 o'clock. The tickets are selling. Come grab yours, man. Come out to Atlantic City. We got 3 shows. One tonight at 9, tomorrow 7 and 9, all at resorts. Me, my brother Adam Gabel, Ray Vasquez. It's gonna be a banging show, man.
Get your tickets.
And next week we got Shiraz Small coming down, man. Those tickets are selling too. So you know,
it's opening weekend at the Claridge.
For our grand opening at Claridge.
Oh, nice, right?
Yeah, man. So get your tickets, man. Come down, check out that show.
Is that room open? Can I go see it?
I haven't even seen it. Yeah. But
next time I'm back, when I'm back in May, I'm on. I know I'm on the shows at resorts, but you got the other show, so I'll pop over there.
We'll
check it out. Nice.
Yeah, man. So things are happening. Also, man, listen, the weekend's right here, man. It's Friday. You know, you had a rough day at work or whatever it may be, but you got the weekend coming up, man. Finally, 2 days off. What are you gonna do? You know, you're both at home. You and your loved one. You're at home all the time. You're always thinking of something to do. Go to XXXplayground.com. If the site is up, and get yourself the XXX Playground board game. Yeah, it's still not up. I gotta hit up Spank, find out what's going on with that. You know, but you know what? If you don't want to support us through the comments, there are other ways. You can like, subscribe, and you could also go to briantlicata.com/shop and pick yourself up some Rated G drip. The onesies are coming soon. All right. So you have that baby and you bring them right into the Rated G camp.
Groom them young.
Get them young, man. Listen, everybody is trying to fucking indoctrinate your child. Let it be you.
Right. Let it be us.
That's how I feel. Let it be us, man.
Let it be you.
Let it be you. Sure. But that's what I always say. Listen, if anyone's going to indoctrinate my child, it's me. It's me. I'm going to teach him this crazy shit that I want to, not you. Okay? If he thinks the earth is flat, it's because I put that shit in his head, not you. Okay?
It's because he had a flat earth onesie.
Yeah, round earth skeptic. Richard, my brother from another mother, man. What up, G and Brian? You guys hear about the man that set himself on fire outside Trump trial courthouse? I did not. Why would he do such a thing? And who does he think he hurts? You know? Unless somebody else caught fire off of him. But other than that, it's like, why light yourself? That's what I'm saying. Like, people do dumb shit out of protest. Now you're burnt up. They probably say, did they save his life? They probably saved his life. He's probably not worse off now than he was before he was angry.
It's probably 8 seconds before you're dead. I think if you light yourself on fire like that, it's probably.
Let's see what you find, Brian.
He's still alive, right? As of now, yeah. Whoa.
And a whole lot worse off. Now he's still angry and burnt. What did he do? What is it? Let's see.
Damn.
You don't have to read it. I can't read it. What's the article say?
Oh, well, I'll just go to the top. Here, let's play the video.
That'd be nice.
Kate, about 50 yards from the entrance to this courthouse where Donald Trump is currently inside, and just about 2 minutes after a full jury was impaneled, a man set himself on fire here in an area that is what they call the First Amendment area, where protesters are able to assemble. I want to be clear that we do not know who this individual is at this time, or whether this individual, this man setting himself on fire, was at all in response to what was unfolding here in this lower Manhattan courtroom. He was on fire for several minutes here before police officers were able to put out the fire on top of him. We saw that he was still moving when he was taken away by ambulance here. Of course, there is a major law enforcement response here to this scene. Again.
All right. Was he Tibetan? Because if that's the case, then that's just a regular,
Yeah.
That's just a regular old thing.
I mean, yeah, because if he's a Tibetan man.
And like they said, he was on fire for minutes. So I'm kind of feeling like that was a cigarette in his pocket that he thought he put out.
I can't imagine that the guy who set himself on fire,
that's what you call slow burn.
Well, I wouldn't call it that though, because then people would say,
give
him a break. He tried. If I said that.
No, dude, his name was Maxwell Azzarello.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It sounds Italian to me. The last name or Spanish.
Stuntman. Oh, I see. So it was again back to the fall guy. That's what it was.
Oh, so you're saying it was a false flag? It's always a false flag, isn't it?
Yeah, I just don't really see what the purpose of this one would be, though. You know, I don't know what he was.
Yeah, man. I don't.
It doesn't say. It doesn't say. It said
why he did it.
It said he handed out pamphlets, like pieces of paper, and then.
Yeah. I know what a pamphlet is.
And then doused them. I wasn't saying the word right. I was like pamphlet.
Oh.
What did the pamphlet say?
They didn't say.
Oh, well, that would seem to be important.
I would think.
I hope it wasn't like, pass this for a comedy show, because then certainly know why. Certainly know why the guy said
he was a barker at the Grizzly Pear.
Exactly.
Maybe it all said save a match, light a person.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it was a cigarette not properly put out. Maybe something, in his pocket caught fire.
You think so? Literally? You really think it was accident? Or are you being?
No, I think something he just lit up in his pocket.
All right.
Maybe it was his cell phones. They're not telling us. But he's saying it was a stuntman. He said the dude had a heavy jacket. Well, maybe he might not have been a stuntman, but he did want to be saved. Maybe he wanted to make a statement, but not that bold of a statement. Maybe he's like, with all this, I got some time. Someone should put me out. And then he didn't expect everyone to be there with their phones. And then he's like, hey, Johnny, you motherfuckers going to put me out? I've been burning for minutes. And then eventually the cops came and put him out.
I think that's exactly what happened.
Right? I think that's what it was. He wanted to make a statement, but not that bold of a statement.
Yeah.
He was willing to lose the jacket, not his life. And I guarantee you, if he was angry about something, he's more angry now.
He said he fell into a rabbit hole and learned all the secrets of the world after Silicon Valley Bank collapsed last year. And he believes cryptocurrency is our first planetary multi-trillion-dollar Ponzi scheme, which I would agree with.
Yeah.
Let's all go light ourselves on fire. Dick. That's what everybody thinks of you now, dog. Dick. All right. No one's sitting there going, oh,
what a great
let's
idea.
Look into this.
Yeah.
Give me a break. That's like those idiots when I go to see my daughter. There's these idiots that they even force their kids to stand there with signs that say end the war. And there's like 6 of you on the corner of some development that the same people pass every day. And you know what they think, in case any of y'all are watching this that stand on that corner? They think, look at these fucking idiots standing on their corner. Do they think the war is going to stop because they're holding a fucking piece of oak tag that's saying stop the war? Dummies.
I don't think so.
Dummies.
I always like the hunger strike people, the people who don't eat.
Want to make a change, man? Do it the right way. Start a fucking,
podcast,
some sort of a cult or something that you get some people to follow you. You give them guns, and
you
then
fuck their
eventually,
wives. Yeah,
you
fuck their wife.
Well, usually you don't give them guns till after they're used to you banging their wives.
Oh,
you don't want to give them the guns first. Michelle says, why didn't he just stop, drop, and roll? Yeah, right. He didn't even attempt to put himself out, but why would he? He's the one who put himself on fire. Maybe he just fell asleep holding a cigarette.
It doesn't make sense. I think he's a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's what I think.
And the thing is, basically, they have no information. They told us the same thing that Rich just told us. Some dude lit himself on fire in front of the Trump thing.
Yep.
And then they had like these newscasters. Some guy just lit himself in front of. We know nothing to tell you. Don't you think you should wait until you know some stuff and then give us information?
Or do a little journalism and figure out what's going on?
Fucking news used to give some information. False, but still some. Now they're just like, we don't know either. Maybe you should watch some podcasts. The fuck out of here. Fucking dummies. Fucking dummies. Listen, man, I'm gonna have to end this one a little early today, guys.
Yeah.
My head's starting to pound.
Yeah.
My nose feels stuffed, and
I'm ready to
do.
Yeah, I'm ready to eat
something. I think.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah, I feel the same way.
To eat something. I really didn't eat. I made some eggs earlier and forgot to make like bacon or ham or something to go with it.
That's the worst.
Not good.
Just had some dry eggs.
No, they weren't dry. My eggs are fucking nice and buttery, but And I had some potatoes and toast.
Oh, okay. But no meat.
But you know, without the meat, it's like, what the fuck are we doing here?
It's not really breakfast, is it?
What are we doing here? No bacon, no ham. What are we doing here, man? You know, no baragadoosh, no baradish, no grish. What's this? What's this? No baragadoo. Anyway, man, we want to thank everybody. We hope everybody has a great weekend. It's Friday. Made it. You know, leave the stress from the week behind you. It'll be there on Monday to pick up right over again. Now it's the weekend. And enjoy your weekend. If you're in Atlantic City, come check us out. If you want to follow Brian Brian T. Licata. Follow me at Gary G. Garcia. Follow Adam at
AJ Gabel
on Instagram. Until then, peace, baby.
Peace.
More peace. It was.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
the other thing about it is like you and Brian are doing